Howdy folks, Kirk and Jason here with Carl and Dan. Today I want to show you folks how to respread an existing color coat. This house is about 30 years old. It's on a mountain, a hill, and it's in excellent condition. However, the sun kind of fades these maintenance-free color coats. It's normal, perfectly normal. So what we're prepared to do today is we're going to do just this middle band, this right here, the lower belly band, this front, and all we're doing, guys, is we're getting the color a lot more uniform than it has been because there's a lot of work here. As you mow the lawns, dirt goes up, dirt settles, like it settles on this bay window. It settles, then when it rains, it bleeds down and it looks kind of unsightly. So what they did is they pressure washed it lightly, and what we are going to do is Jay and I are going to spread this out. When we come to the bottom here, we'll get rid of the staging and we'll show you how we spread it out. I have done about 20, 30 color coats a year, times 35. You learn a lot about material knowledge, such as fine sand, medium sand, heavy sands, and how to match colors and all that jazz. Anyway, we'll get a little bit more in depth after Jay and I get this scaffold out of here. We'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, we're back. It's 5 o'clock now. We started at 8, but these walls been beating us up. What that means is the base coat, whoever did the base coat, used either Eisenwall or BMI 690. And it has tremendous suction. So I've been hitting this wall right here with water for about, 8 hours. And it's finally coming to where we could hydrate it and spread without it sucking up. So what we try to do is, when you're doing two colors, we go right to the surface as Jay's doing, and my job is the easy job. I'm just floating. This is a float. I'm giving it a sand finish. So we're bringing the aggregate out. What do you say, Herb? Hey, that's confidential, man. We're on video. You can't ask me about my sex life or that confidential stuff. Anyway, what we're doing here, guys, is Jay's putting it on, and we have a joint right here, but we've been hitting this wall all day. And we've been in the hot sun. We're kind of dirty, tired, but we got to get it done. Actually, we're just trying to use up all the rest of the materials we made. So I'll give you guys another tip. Now, this float I'm using. Hey, Dan, let me have that clean bucket of water, please. Now, guys, if you're going to do this, I'll give you some tips. Hydrate the wall. And when I'm talking about this wall is hot, that's a materials thing. How did I know 30 years ago they used some really porous stucco like a BMI or a Eisenwall or a rapid set, because as fast as we're working, this wall is drying. If it dries, guys, you're in the hot sun, don't be afraid to wet it. Don't be afraid to wet that wall, because I have to have enough time to float behind Jay. Always put a water hose where you need it. You don't have to bend down. But what I'm doing, guys, is I'm taking water, tapping out this sponge float. And then once Jay does that, now notice this edge is clean. This edge is clean. So what I'll do is I'll take the new while the edge is clean and come right here. Boom. And hit it one more time while the edge is clean. Why? Because now I don't have to worry about this color getting on this color. They do look similar. They look similar now while wet, but when all this dries like a brick, it's gonna lighten. That right there was this color. And so when it dries through, it becomes dark again. That's the beauty of a maintenance-free finish. You never have to paint this again. Well, actually, 30 years since the house was built, and old Herb right here, he actually, there's some discoloration, just simple discoloration. You know, when you got this, show that mountain area, Carl, if you can. Just show that mountain area. When you got that, you got tractors, you got a lot of dust, dirt, moss going in the air. Where's it going to go? It's going to settle on your stucco, wood, chimneys, and things like that. So, it's normal for it to discolor, especially with the rains and all of that stuff. Oops. Hey, Dan? I boo-booed right here. Want to wipe this window? That's what I get for rambling when I should be working. And guys, if you could spread taping mud, you can do this. If you could spread any interior plaster, you guys can do this work right here. Again, Jay's spreading it. I'm just floating it. I'll tell you a story because I got nothing better to do. About 35, 40 years ago, I was an apprentice. I put an ad in Craigslist that said, you know, we're plasterers looking for work. If you want stucco work. And this guy called us. He says, man, I got an apartment and it's in a real shady area. I thought, what you mean by that? He says, well, it's it might scare you. And I said, man, I don't think so, but where's it at? And it just happened to be a few blocks from where I grew up. And so I thought, yeah, I went in there and I bid it at, me and my buddy, we thought we were going to get rich. I bid it at $200 a bathroom. So we were doing just little bitty bathrooms. And I said to the guy, I said, I can't see, man. And that was when I was 19. My eyesight was real good. Not that good now. I'm no spring chicken anymore. So he says, man, sorry, but the tenants steal the light bulbs. I said, so what's that got to do with me, man? I need 100-watt bulbs so we could see what we're doing. Anyway, my buddy and I still laugh about this.
I'll swap with you, please.
Yep. So, again, I want the clean edge here, the clean edge here, so I don't stain the double color. But anyway, my buddy and I are working in the bathroom. And I said, hey, Andy. I said, how are you spreading this? This material sucks. And he says, well, mine's spreading good. Just handle it. And I thought, man, this is horrible material. And of course, we're working out with 25-watt light bulbs. Now, we thought we were getting rich, making $200 a bathroom. It was taking us 2 hours. And the point is, if you could spread this, you could spread anything. If you could spread interior. Okay, so jumping back on that story. I do ramble, guys. But jumping back on that story. The next day he called me. He says, hey, Kirk. I'll be polite. Some asshole put tile adhesive all over my walls. And it's either you or your buddy. And I said, wow, really? I said, well, maybe you should splurge for light so I could see. I knew that wasn't spreading well, so I spread tile adhesive. It was pink all over the bathroom walls. My buddy Andy still laughs about that today. He says, remember when we did that like 35 years ago? We thought we were getting rich. Anyway, thought I'd point that out because I got nothing to do except spread this. Hey, Jay?
Yeah.
We got that little bitty brush?
No, I don't have a brush.
The little bitty one.
All I got are plastering tools.
Dan? Come here, boy. Give me some clean water, Dan, when you can. Clean water, boy. Pronto. Okay, so I'm going to get the joint out right here while I'm waiting for that clean water. So I'm getting the joint out, getting that joint out. You might say, well, how come you didn't have clean water waiting? Well, this stuff gets you sidetracked. I got this color on my float that is interfering with the other color. Thank you, sir. All right. Now I got clean water so I can clean my float because I don't want to drag a different color on another color. So the same thing I was talking about, if this makes sense to any of you guys. Clean side, clean, clean. I'll take it and come down. I take it and come down. And if I wet this, it darkens. That's what this is. Water is darkening. That's why this looks like a zebra house or a two-tone finish. It's not. When it dries, it is going to be the same color. Okay, so now I'm bringing the sand out, bringing the aggregate out. Boom.
3, 2.
Okay, guys, we thought we would show you the ending of it because last night it got dark on us. Like, it gets dark early now, that crappy daylight saving stuff. 3 days ago, we had the lights on the trucks. Haven't done that in about 30 years. Anyway, my 3 sons and I, who remembers that movie? You gotta be old like me to remember that movie. My 3 sons, Carl, Dan, Jason on the camera. I'll tell you what, guys, with taking this light tan and bringing it into this light brown, you just kind of kiss it. If we were to show you it in its entirety, that's like 8 hours work. But anyway, important thing is, remember guys, material knowledge is about 70% of what we do. The other 30% is applications. If you could remember that or retain that information, you'll be a good plasterer, because anything we do, we screw up, we got to come back and repair. That's how you really learn. If you screw something up, you got to come back and redo it. The guys who work per hour, they don't have it up here because they're not responsible for it. Anyway, we thank you guys for watching, and as usual, we'll see you on the next one.
All right, folks, we want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoy the videos that we put out, please like and subscribe so that we can keep making these videos for everybody. And as always, from the entire Giordano family, we'll see you on the next one.